Hi there, sign of Virgos. This is Kim, here to do your next 3-day messages. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for joining me. Let's see, opening up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels. And these messages, they're always for your most high. I saw that. You saw that well. All right. Some Shiva vibes going on here. Shiva was kind of known for being able to swallow the poison of the world, the venom of the world, and transmute it to the nectar, the sweetness. So there's something going on with that. Sustainer is a good card to get, especially if you're trying to build something right now, create something that lasts. So this can be like, this venom card in the reverse could be that you've come out of a time of despair and suffering, and now you have now you might have something to share. You see how you have the darkness in both of these cards, and that poet is letting people know what they saw in the darkness. In a way, this card is like your testimony, but it can be testimony to things that you're clairvoyant about or that you can predict. Because these birds, okay, so the poet, somebody that's writing something, right? Somebody that's writing something out. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a song, of some sort of creative expression of how you convey what you have seen in this darkness energy, what you feel like other people would benefit from knowing, because all these birds represent those other people kind of getting this information from you. And maybe that's how you're transmuting it, and it might be a call to journal and write how it's being transmuted. The forest. A mystical time. It's a mystical place, and the card comes along with the message of get ready for this adventure that's about to be pretty magical. But I'm just getting, because we can tend to get lost in the forest. I'm just getting this feeling of a person who's already been wandering in this forest, maybe magical but dark at the same time, situation. And you've literally found like a cave to your heart center in this forest. And this card was coming out in the beginning. I saw this card, the Hunter, which is about what are you focused on? Where is your focus going at this time? And letting you know that you can achieve whatever it is that you want to create, build, or that you're focused about. Yeah, because the Sustainer is a really beautiful energy of getting your stability, your foundation, finances in order, whatever it is, even the nurturer, the protector energy here. Transmuter of darkness. I mean, that's what we have. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. I gotta read both of those. Okay. Yeah. This is big. So this is really big energy. The Cosmos is this from the Cosmos Oracle, but this is one of the most powerful cards in the Cosmos, in this Oracle, because it is talking about everything being in divine order at this time for you to create something kind of magical. It's saying that everything is going to be all right. There's no entropy here. There's this cosmos is saying there's no entropy. There's nothing that you can't handle. Everything is in divine order, and the collapse is they're wanting you to trust the timing, and they're wanting you to trust that everything is going to work out for you with this card, for sure. It's a big energy. Let me look it up. But collapse here is the death to the old systems, is what it basically means. So I'll read collapse first. Okay, because this might be something that you've experienced, or that maybe it's something that everyone is actually experiencing right now and witnessing in real time. System failure, the destruction or ruin of a system. Now these energies must be rechanneled. It is not to say, it's not meaning that it's a negative card. It's just that this is a rearrangement of the energy. The collective reading might be good for you to look at the last collective, because it was talking about the things coming in with this 144 frequency. And the cosmos is enjoy the wonder of total order. It's just so interesting that it's coming out right next to the collapse, because it's a very clear message of you are experiencing, as well as a lot of other people are experiencing, things not work in the previous way that they used to work. Old energies not having as much control because things are failing the ways that they are trying to do things, manipulating, fear mongering. That stuff's just really not working that much anymore. And so we're going to have a lot of it looks very chaotic, but that's what Spirit is trying to say, is that this is the shift. This is the change. It has to go through this process in order to do something new. So this is the opposite of chaos. No matter what something appears to be, is what they're telling me. Oh, knowing everything is exactly where it should be, and that right now you are being aligned. I'm going to add, you're being aligned with the new divine matrix, the new divine order of things. This is where there's meaning and purpose behind what people do, and yeah, so that's big. Let's pull from this deck. This is the Intuitive City Oracle. However, it corresponds with the tarot cards, so. And I hear a plane. I hear a plane. They're wanting you to liberate yourself from a past decision that you have made in this lifetime, and realize that there were forces and energies and influence here that was harder to deal with at the time. Something's going to be a lot easier to deal with. It's like that battle of it's not a battle of flesh and blood. It was a battle of like the mind. It was a battle of influencing choices, decisions on a spiritual level, specifically too, they're saying. But you can see how the powers that be had manipulated that energy for years of trying to influence. This is liberation. This is achieving liberation from those things. Eight of Swords. So that would be an energy that wants you to feel limited or lacking freedom, or always in a constant state of worry or fear. You can't really, you don't really work very well when you're in a constant state of fear or worry or anxiety. You're gonna have all kinds of issues. You're gonna have a higher level of stress hormones running throughout your body, so you're gonna get inflammation and illnesses and like so much affects. Even though the battle is not of flesh and blood, so much ends up affecting the body because of this energy that is air energy. Okay, you might be telling people about how you liberated yourself from a situation, a person, or something like that. It's time, they're saying it's time, wow. It's time to focus on your happiness and your sanity. It's time to sit down with that book and that cup of tea and try to, what is that song? Take a load off Jimmy. Is it take a load off Jimmy? Oh no, there's, like, I don't even, they even say Jimmy. It's a song that says take a load off. Anyways, okay, it's an old song. Fulfillment is coming in here of you, like, they're wanting you to make sure that your happiness is coming first here, because everything is within. When you achieve that balance and happiness and that low stress level in yourself, you can, you're affecting everything in this world. Not buying into the fear, not buying into the venom, so you transmute it, right? Dreams and desires. Dreams and desires, 7 of Cups. That's why I was like, well, they want you to focus on your happiness, and they also want you to focus on your different options with the 7 of Cups. It's interesting what it says dreams and desires. What are your dreams and desires? Maybe, yeah, they really want you to focus on that. What do you desire? How do you desire to see this divine? If you could change the matrix in any way, how would you best see that? Is it freedom and liberation for people? Then less control. Then you're going to have to figure out how to find freedom and liberation for yourself in your own individual lives. Easier said than done, but everybody is going through that type of process right now. I feel like, well, a lot of people are going through this process of I need to be liberated, I need to be freed. King of Swords, upright. I mean, they're just pointing out how smart you are. Yeah, how look at the head. See how both of the heads are turned up like that? That's really interesting. That both of them are turned in that same position. So I see somebody that's very confident in themselves, right? Authenticity with the Sun, and then rational, it says, with the King of Swords. But so somebody that can be very confident in the knowledge that they hold at this time in their life, and ready to maybe step into a leadership or position where you really shine, and a lot is going to be due to your intellect here, your ability to, you see, this person is like, he's picturing things that are in the sky, which is telling me like he's using his brilliant mind, man or woman, to write, but just for the sake of the card, they think you come up with ideas that are from out there. They're from out there. They're very creative, very imaginative. Maybe things come to you. You just have this. I feel like this is a person that has a vision of how they want to see the order, of how they want to see things be built. And yeah, you're very authentic. You're very in your true divine state at this time. Let's pull some from the 108 Oracle and see what else we get. There's some song that's like coming into my mind. It's about a person that's running with the wolves. I think it's Aurora. Is it Aurora? I don't know. That song's coming into my mind. Whoa. Okay, so that situation where it's like I'm not going to make that choice again. I'm not going to be with that person again. Whatever that choice is, that you're that you have the emptiness card of like it. Like I look at this card as like freeing yourself from a situation that looks like it was coagulated or stuck for a while. So we have this moving on, cycle completion, making adjustments, a new life, and graduating. And the Fortress is about what you're building, especially with this sustainer energy. Yeah, they're very similar. Yeah, I would say that describes that card very well. Fortitude, staying power, stubborn, sealed off, aloof. Maybe not those two words, but prepared, backbone, endure, ready for anything, determined, unbreakable, true grit, and you have what it takes. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, too long. You don't want to be in the corset energy for too long. It's hard to breathe. Following rules, prim and proper, structured. There's a liberation from this being confined energy or feeling lack of freedom, movement. There's a unbuttoning of this corset, which is going to bring like liberation and oxygen and vitality to you, to your body, to your system. Also have tandem bicycle, meaning there might be an alliance or a duo that comes in. Since you have the Lovers in reverse, I feel like that might be something kind of new coming in, where you're synchronized with another for alliances, duo, partnership, collaboration, aligned, hookup, two of a kind. Yeah, we're overcoming the broken vase here. What was done is done, right? What was done is done. Put things in the past. Know that the energy and the influence was different back then also, but this is like overcoming a situation where it made you feel like you had to take a few steps back. Adversity, disappointments is overcoming that. Happening soon. This liberation, this cycle completion is happening soon. And there's also like a train station there. So I get the message of moving on. Like it says, right, it's pointing out that moving on. I get that message from that card when I see it. So there's some sort of plan here with this King of Swords that you could implement. Some sort of plan. Look at the poet. So I said writing, but this also might be about your voice and about the truth that you are speaking with the microphone, or even singing, you know. So making something known, though. News, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion, make known current events, public speaking, speak truth, communicate, being heard, and speaking up. Have 1 to 3 months. Roses. And this is happening now. Okay. There's something being lined up in the ethers that's happening now. Okay. And it has to do with the manifest, like a love that's being manifest. Or, if this is friendship, then it's friendship with deep admiration for you. I even have infatuated. It even says gifts on here. So it could be that you'd be receiving a really significant gift. But even 1 to 3 months isn't very far for timing. So we have something that's going to happen kind of soon is what they're saying. It feels like there's a linear process to liberation from this past thing first. And then, of course, moving on. Yeah, so that's what I got for you all. Just a short message. It is an next 3-day message. So let's get your angel number. If you need a private reading, the information's in the description box below. You have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. I am tactful. These could be dates too. 26, 24th. 24th, you have a heart of gold and you're very skilled at maintaining balanced, stable relationships. Loyal to your loved ones. Yeah, able to be the nurturer, protector, provider at once. I am generous. And master number 44 is your angels encouraging you To continue with your present life path with diligence and determination, even greater success will come in the future. I am supported. Remember that the numbers 4 has to do with the increase, double amplifying your stability and your foundations. All right, I'm sending you love and light. Bye.